Dear viewers, good evening and welcome to this to our interview session. Today we are going to we have an interesting topic: can a human being live without God? And to be enlightened by this topic, we've invited Father Leke and Constant. Father, thank you very much for
George.
accepting our invitation.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
We greatly appreciate this sacrifice you're doing.
Thank you.
To enlighten our viewers who are eagerly waiting to listen to your elucidations. Thank you, Father, for coming.
Thank you.
So, Father, let's go straight to the point. Can a human being exist without God?
It's going to be faulty
Okay.
to say and to affirm that a human being can live without God.
Why do you say so?
Because the human being exists because God has created him or her. Yes. God creates the human being.
So God permits.
And sustains him.
Okay.
So he is living thanks to God.
I see.
And in him, in God, the human being lives and moves and have his being. So out of God, there is no life. Out of God, there is no life. Because as you are here talking,
yes,
as you breathe, that breath is from God. He can decide at any moment to take it away from you without your permission. As you sleep every night and get up in the morning, it is God's decision. So every moment you are living, it is thanks to him. So never forget, the human being is created by him.
Yes.
The human being is sustained by God. God keeps the human being in being. He gives him life, sustains that life until the day he decides to take it away. So therefore, the human being cannot exist without God. So whether you believe in God or not yes, you are living thanks to him. You can even insult him. You can even deny his existence. Okay. But you are living thanks to him. It's just like a child who disowns the parent. Whether you disown your parents, it doesn't cancel the fact that the parents gave birth to you.
I see.
Yes.
This is quite interesting, Father. So it takes us to the second question. If that is true, then what would you say to people who have no reference to God? So we have accepted that we exist thanks to God. So what of those who have no reference to God?
Yes. Now that is something else.
Okay.
Every human being exists thanks to God.
That's true.
But there are people who live their lives without any reference to God.
How would they do that, Father?
It's a choice.
Oh, we go back to...
Yeah, but it's choice. Which will mean that they reject that God is.
Partially or totally.
Partially or totally, they reject it. And they decide to live their lives the way it pleases them.
So that could be because of some reasons.
There are obviously reasons.
Okay.
One reason is that these people do not have evidence. They have convinced themselves that there is no true evidence for God's existence.
And they have refused to be open.
They have refused to be open
to the reason.
To any evidence or proofs given to them.
I see.
Another reason why somebody can live without any reference to God is that the person has encountered evil,
or
suffering, and has wanted God to intervene to alleviate his suffering or prevent in his own life, but didn't see any intervention of God according to him or her. God didn't stop that evil or that suffering when he or she wanted it and the way he or she wanted it, and therefore decides not to believe in God, and conclude that there is no God, and lives his life without any reference to God.
Interesting.
Others decide not to live their life in reference to God because the demands placed on them by God, they feel these demands are too difficult. So they do not want to obey God. They do not want to live in obedience. They just want to go their own way. And so they decide not to live in reference to God. I give you an example.
Yes, Father, please.
Take, for example, somebody who is doing scamming, 419,
Okay.
or living in any of the sexual immorality.
Job business and all that.
And all that. Okay. And knows that God's moral law forbids it. But he or she doesn't have the courage to stop, to put an end to that particular forbidden act, and wants to persist in it, to continue in it because of pleasure or because of monetary gains, or because of power and other advantages, will decide not to believe in God or to live his life in reference to God because his conscience will keep on torturing him. So in order for his conscience not to torture him, he has to close the whole idea of God so that he's not drowned by guilt. And that's why lots of people live their lives without believing in God, without any reference to God, without prayers, without going to church, without worship.
So this takes me to the next question, Father. These people who do that, can you give us a difference between those who have reference to God in their lives from those who don't have reference to God in their lives? Is there a difference?
Yes, George. The person who lives his life believing in God, or who has reference to God, his life is different from the person who doesn't live with reference to God.
What way?
The first is hope, on the level of hope. While the person who believes in God and lives in reference to God has the hope of glory, the person who doesn't live in reference to God and doesn't believe in God has no hope of glory.
Interesting.
So, the people who do not believe in God and live their life without reference to God, their hope is limited in this present world. Their hope is, I want to make money.
That's true.
I want to build a big house. I want to build a big car or buy a big car or rent a car. Yes. They strive to get all that the world can offer them. They strive to live in comfort, to enjoy their life, to have all the pleasures and everything it takes. Their hope is what? An earthly hope.
An earthly hope. Unlimited.
Yes. Whereas the person who believes in God and lives his life in reference to God has the hope of glory, knows that this world is passing, and the things of this world are passing, that at death these things pass away. But after death there is another life. Whereas the other person who has no faith in God, his hope dies with death. Yes. So that's one aspect.
Are there more aspects for that?
There are others. Yes. There are reactions to problems in this life and situations.
For example?
The person who has faith in God, who lives his life in reference to God, when he's confronted with evil, with suffering, with sickness, can easily bear suffering and patience, and even overcome, has the courage to bear these undesirabilities in his or her life without breaking down. He can live in misery, in poverty, but will still be tremendously happy and move and go ahead. He can be in most excruciating pain and suffering and sickness, but will still be happy because the faith in God sustains. Whereas a person who does not believe in God and doesn't have any reference to God because he doesn't pray or worship God, when serious sickness comes, serious problems come, they cannot bear. They fall into total depression. And they are despondent, hopeless, and can easily commit suicide. Yes, so their reaction to life's problems are different.
Quite different.
Yes, they can easily break down the person who doesn't believe in God.
While the person who believes has hope,
Hope
can move forward.
and can move forward, is happy even in terrible situations. The other person is sad, despondent, depressed, and that can lead to terrible consequences of even suicide.
Exactly.
Yes.
Any more reasons, Father?
There are other reasons. There are other differences.
Sorry.
Yes, there are other differences in the sense that the person who truly believes in God, we are not talking of the false believer,
Okay,
truly believes in God, strives to live a morally upright life. Daily. Whereas the most people who do not believe in God, they have no higher lawgiver.
Okay.
No person to whom they render account. So they can easily live the way they want. They do what pleases them. Because they are not accountable to anybody, any person. Yeah, they can do anything
without any
reference. Wow. Yeah, they will tell you that insofar as it doesn't hurt my neighbor,
exactly,
I can do it. You see?
I see.
Yes. All is that they will search for what pleases them.
Interesting.
But the other person who believes in God knows that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Obeys God. And so will not do anything and just everything because of self-pleasure.
You always consider others and
yes, and God in the first place.
Okay.
The first thing is God's commandments and precepts. He first of all reference to, does God allow that? Does God permit that? But the unbeliever,
yes,
who doesn't believe in God, doesn't have reference to God. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't care about.
His reference is not God. His reference is himself who has served.
There's an interesting statement you make, Father. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The beginning of wisdom, yes.
And you attributed God to be loving.
Yes, loving and holy.
So if he's loving, why should people fear him?
He is also just. Don't forget. I said, don't dissect attributes of God and forget the others.
So
he is loving, forgiving,
and just.
But he is just.
Okay.
He judges justly. That means he punishes also. Love and punishment and justice is not contradictory. Some people think that to love means you cannot punish. No. A parent don't love his children?
Exactly.
But can a parent not punish his children? So God is love, don't forget, but he's also just. He punishes sin. He punishes wrongdoing. It's not just a laissez-faire kind of thing. They don't do what they want to do. No. Because he created you, you must obey him. Because he is the one giving you the directives of how to live. So the fear here is not the kind of slavery fear. Okay. It's the fear of respect. Okay. Yeah, it's the fear of respect. The child also fears the parent and respect the parent. The parent says don't, and you respect.
For the child's own good.
For the child's own good. Because when we respect God's commands and keep them, it's for our good, not for God's good. It's for our own good. Yes.
Thank you for that elucidation. For that
so people should not try to pick and choose the attributes and properties of God. Because God is good all the time, therefore he will not punish. No.
So dear viewers, this is very important.
He's also just.
Attributes must always
be together. It's a personality.
Communion.
As a whole. Okay. But they hardly ever mention that God is just. They only go to one. God is good and merciful. But where have you kept the justice of God?
Dear viewers, Father Leke has enlightened us on this very important topic. Can a human being live without God? So I thank you very much for having accepted the invitation, and we hope to have him again next time. We always try to invite him, and we thank him for always accepting the invitation.
Thank you, John. It's my pleasure, always my pleasure.
Thank you for Leke. We'll constant.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Same to you. God bless you.
God bless you too, brother.